All right, hopefully you can hear me. I'm in downtown DC right now. Impromptu Cuban sandwich review. I'm at the West Wing Cafe. Name makes sense, DC. It was meant to be. There's my hotel. There's the cafe. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Little DC Cuban review to come here in about 5 minutes. See you. All right, here we go. West Wing Cafe. I can see it from my hotel room, which is pretty cool. It was meant to be. Washington, D.C. Before I forget, shout out Deli Fresh Threads. As you all know, my favorite shirt of all time, delifreshthreads.com. Go check them out for all your sandwich-related stuff. It's a creative company, creative brand. I like it and respect it, as you probably well know by now. Okay, West Wing Cafe, Cuban sandwich. DC Cuban sandwich. We'll see how it goes. Comes like this. It was freshly made and pressed. It's not like it was pre-packaged like this, but you know I like my paper bags for my Cubanos. Didn't happen this time. Plastic in DC. Come on, DC. What are we doing with this plastic? It was a cool place in there. West Wing Cafe, legit deli. They had some good looking salads. Pretty crowded, so it must be pretty good. It looked good. It looked good. I don't know if they necessarily specialize in a Cuban, but we'll see. All right, let me pull it out, see what it looks like here. Let me unwrap it. Now, interesting. So, let me take a step back. It does have mayo, as you can see, a little mayo, but I'm coming around to the mayo thing. Don't tell my Miami folks. They do have pork and prosciutto. Hopefully I'm saying that right. On it, which is interesting. I've never seen that before. Maybe that's a DC thing. You can see the bread, not really Cuban crispy bread. It's like they did a good job on the press. You can see it's thin, but there's no crisp there. Can you hear that? No crisp, soft bread. So we'll see how it goes. I didn't expect them to have real traditional Cuban bread, but it looks good. I mean, that's a good looking sandwich. Good mixture there, and again, it's got mayo. We'll see how it goes. Let me take a bite. Also small. It's like 12 bucks. This is the whole sandwich. Not ideal. First bite, flavor really good. I don't have a napkin, forgive me. I don't know which meat it is. It must be the pork. It's got like a really good roasted flavor. I can't think of a better way to say it. It's kind of like smoky in a way. It's a good sandwich. I know I said I'm coming around the mayo, maybe a little too much mayo on this one for a Cuban. I like my mayo on my normal sandwiches. This is good. I can't quite make out what meat is making that flavor, but it's a really, really good flavor. One more bite and I'll give it a score. That's a really good sandwich. However, it's not quite, I wouldn't call this a Cuban. I know it has the typical ingredients plus mayo, but it doesn't have that Cuban crisp bread. But the flavor is really, really good. So those things are gonna kind of cancel each other out. If I was ranking this a normal sandwich, if you blindfolded me and said, hey, try this sandwich and didn't tell me it was a Cuban, it would have a little higher score. But since I'm the Cuban sandwich guy, and I'm expecting the crisp bread, all that good stuff, still gonna get a good score. I'm gonna give it a 7.6. Again, it would be higher than that if I didn't know that this was a Cuban sandwich, if I was just doing sandwich reviews. But since it is 7.6, that's still a really good score on my range. I like it. Good smoky flavor. West Wing Cafe, right across the street. Downtown DC. I'm assuming this is downtown, considered downtown. West Wing Cafe. Really good sandwich. Not quite the typical Cuban sandwich, if you will, but still a really good score. 7.6 if you're in the area. Check them out. That's the review.